Walgreens will close 1,200 more stores. Foxtrot reopens another store in Chicago, and Albertsons stock gets a bump on positive Q2 earnings. Welcome to Retail Daily, your quick look at the top news from Supermarket News and CSP Daily News. I'm Supermarket News editor Tim Inkelbarger.
And I'm CSP editor Rachel Janek.
Walgreens Boots Alliance will close 1,200 stores over the next 3 years, with 500 of those stores closing in 2025, the pharmacy giant announced in an earnings call Tuesday. Walgreens did not specify the locations of the closing stores, though all the shuttering locations are U.S.-based.
Convenience store owners in Massachusetts are calling on members of the Town of Concord's Board of Health to reconsider advancing a proposed ordinance that would ban the sale of nicotine products to anyone born on or after January 1st, 2004. According to a public notice, the Concord Board of Health will host a public in-person and virtual hearing on October 15th at 7 p.m. about a proposed bylaw modeled after the Boston suburb of Brookline. The Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court in March upheld a law in Brookline that bans the sale of tobacco products to anyone born on or after January 1st, 2000.
As the grocer continues to defend itself in court against 3 antitrust lawsuits aiming to block its acquisition by Kroger, Albertsons stock jumped about 1% on Tuesday, following the release of its Q2 earnings report that outperformed Wall Street estimates. Albertsons Companies, Inc. reported better-than-expected earnings of 46 cents per share on revenue of $18.6 billion, the company reported for the first 12 weeks ending September 7th. That beat consensus estimates of 45 cents per share on revenue of $18.47 billion, according to Earnings Whispers.
New Jersey State Representative Mickey Sherrill is expected to announce her Restoring Establishment Deductions and Uplifting Competition to Ease Food Prices Act at a Compare Fresh store today. The legislation aims at lowering food costs for New Jersey families and to support small grocers.
Retailers, distributors, and packers in the meat industry appear to be engaging in unfair business practices, according to a new report released Monday by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The practices include engaging in pricing structures, marketing decisions, and overall relationships that enhance the dominance of the market at the expense of competition in the meat industry. Excessive marketing fees, accrual fee arrangements, and potentially anti-competitive preferential arrangements and price discrimination by certain food distributors, meat packers, and retailers are also happening, according to the USD report titled Interim Report, Competition and Fair Practices in Meat Merchandising.
Foxtrot Cafe and Market will reopen in the Wicker Park neighborhood of Chicago on Thursday. This is the third location that the urban convenience store chain is reopening in Chicago, in addition to the Gold Coast and Old Town locations, after closing all of its stores in April.
Gelson's Markets, a grocery store based in Encino, California, has partnered with Rove, which opened its first full-service electric vehicle charging station in Santa Ana, California today. Gelson's has a mini-mart offering on the EV charging site called Recharge by Gelson's, which will offer fresh food, including coffee and espresso drinks, snacks, and locally made salads, sandwiches, and bowls.
Next chapter, a strategic advisory firm specializing in helping convenience and grocery retailers navigate digital transformation, has added Matt Riesman to its team as the firm expands its offerings to include market advisory services such as branding, performance media, and social media strategies. Riesman brings more than 15 years of experience in marketing leadership roles across the retail and consumer packaged goods sectors, including at Come & Go and Kraft Heinz.
Public Supermarkets Senior VP of Product Business Development, Dave Bornman, is retiring after 41 years. Upon Bornman's retirement, VP of Product Business Development for Fresh Products, Brad Oliver, will be promoted to Senior Vice President of Product Business Development, and Product Business Development Director for Meat, Lee Rivas, will be promoted to Vice President of Product Business Development for Fresh Products. And that'll do it for today's episode of Retail Daily. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more for your daily dose of retail news. For more on these stories, visit CSP Daily News and supermarketnews.com. I'm Tim Inkelbarger.
And I'm Rachel Janek. Have a great day.